everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to film my favourite winter makeup products. Now I will firstly mention that there are quite a lot more high-end or MAC to high-end type of products, a lot more than I would normally mention. That is purely because I used to buy quite a lot of MAC a couple of years ago and I still use a lot of the products, but I haven't actually bought anything from MAC in quite a long time. So as you can probably see when I do get to the products, some of them are definitely well loved and well used because these are the products that I tend to bring out each winter to use. However, having said that, I'm going to start off with two new products I've actually discovered recently, and I actually have both of these in a tutorial which I will link below. The first one is from I Heart Makeup and this is their Blushing Hearts blusher, and this is in the shade Iced Heart. And this doesn't look like anything special in the pan, but when you actually go to swatch it, it's just the most beautiful icy pink colour, and especially if you're pale like me, it just makes the most beautiful blusher and it just has a really pretty glow to the skin, especially for this time of year. I love this colour and I think it really complements my skin tone quite well. The next product is also something that I use in this tutorial, and this is from the Tiny Bird Cosmetics Advent Calendar, this year's one, and this is her eye shimmer pot in Snow Day. Now it doesn't look like anything special in the actual packaging itself, but when you swatch it, it's just the most beautiful glittery white eye shimmer. Again, I will link the tutorial below, and I also have worn this in quite a lot of my videos, so you've probably seen this. It's just amazing. One thing I will add is you do obviously need to use some sort of like glitter glue primer to make this work. I use the Too Faced one and it works really well, and you do also need to put some kind of shadow underneath to prime your lids, but it's just amazing. I would buy the Advent Calendar just for this. And then the last product that I've kind of discovered and has become a winter favourite this year, this isn't a drugstore product, but this is a Kylie Cosmetics lip kit in Leo, and this is just a really beautiful maroon colour. Again, I have loads of videos of me wearing this, and I'm normally quite intimidated by dark reds or this sort of colour range, but this I think personally suits my skin tone really well. I have this in the limited edition birthday packaging, but this is now part of a permanent line. It's just not in the gold packaging, but this is just absolutely amazing. It's probably my second favourite Kylie Cosmetics lip kit, the first one being Exposed, which is much more of a neutral colour, but especially for this time of year I just think this colour is beautiful and I find it really easy to wear even though it is quite a dark colour. Okay, so the last lot of products are all products that I've been using year in, year out, and the first one is this. This is MAC's Blankety lipstick, and as you can see I've basically completely used up. This has actually gone bad, I need to get a new one. I've probably been wearing this for the autumn winter season probably for the last 4 or 5 years. I absolutely love this lipstick. It's one of my favourite MAC lipsticks. It's just a really beautiful kind of like brick red, but it's very subtle. It definitely still falls into the nude category, and like I said, again for my sort of skin tone I really like this. I do probably get more wear out of this in the autumn than I do in the winter, but it's just a really pretty lipstick, especially if you are kind of intimidated by the darker red tone lipsticks but you still want to wear something kind of in that family. I would definitely go for this, and this is in their cream sheen formula, so it's really creamy and really moisturising. Like I said, I don't buy from MAC that much anymore, but this is the one thing I would repurchase, and now I'm going to repurchase it like I said because I haven't found anything close to this from the high street. And I actually realised I have 4 MAC things in this video, and as you can see they're all in the old packaging. The next one is this blush in Warm Soul, and this is a mineralised blush. And first things first, I actually way prefer the old MAC packaging. I think the new MAC packaging looks quite cheap and it almost looks like, you know, when you would see like fake MAC on eBay, it kind of looks like that sort of packaging. It just doesn't appeal to me at all, but luckily I've been using this for years and I've only made a small dent in it, and this is just a really beautiful warm tone blush for this time of year, and it still adds a shimmer to the skin. It's absolutely beautiful, and like I said, when I do eventually use this up I will repurchase this because I haven't been able to find anything close to this from the high street, and it is a really good blush. Blush is the one thing I probably wouldn't mind buying from MAC because they do last a long time, whereas a lipstick or a lip liner etc you do go through them quite quickly. And the next one is an eyeshadow, and this is Floof, I believe that's how you say it, eyeshadow, and this is such an intense pigmented white, and again it looks like nothing special in the pan, but when you swatch it, it's just so opaque and so pigmented to the extent that I would only ever wear this in my tear duct in the inner corner of my eye, just because even as a full highlight colour on your brow bone it would be too much, but it just really helps brighten up the eyes. I am not wearing this today though because I forgot, but it's absolutely beautiful, and again this is one MAC product I would repurchase. And so the last MAC product, I don't know if you can still get this, but I love it, and I know they have something similar to this still, and this is one of their pressed pigments in Warming Heart, and it's just the most beautiful shadow. This is probably my favourite eyeshadow ever if I had to pick one, especially for this time of year. It's basically like glitter on your lids, and it just adds the most beautiful glow. I have had this so long and I've used it so much, and my mum also keeps trying to steal this off me because she really wants it, but she's not getting it because I love it. It's just beautiful. I wear this as an everyday colour a lot, even though it is very glittery. It's very noticeable in the eyes, even under light, but it's not like over the top glitter, and I just think it's amazing. And I believe these were around £16 when they came out, but I think this is my third or fourth, maybe even fifth year of using this, and I've only made that much of a dent in it, and I do wear this a lot. One thing I will add with these though is they do have a tendency to break, so you do kind of have to push the shadow back in place quite a lot, so just be careful with that. And then I have two more high-end products left and one more drugstore. The first one is the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, which is definitely much more of a cool toned palette, so I get a lot of wear out of this in the winter. I'm not going to go on too much about this because everyone knows what the Naked 2 palette looks like. One thing I will say is you don't need to buy this exact palette. There are so many good dupes on the high street for this now. I only have this because I bought this basically I think the week it launched in the UK, and this was before the dupes actually were made, so I wouldn't repurchase it again when I ran out of it. I would buy the dupes version. It's just absolutely amazing, especially for this time of year. And then the last one, I'm not too sure if you can get this, but I'm going to show you the colours that I wear in this a lot because you can kind of dupe them. And this is the Urban Decay Midnight Emergency palette. I actually won this a few years ago. There was a site called Buyer Power. I don't know if anyone ever used that. It was basically kind of like eBay for high-end products, but the more people that bought a product, the lower the price would go. And if you brought enough people to the site, you basically got what that product was for free. So I ended up getting mine for free, but I think this was around £32 or something really long. It did come with a lip gloss and a brush. The lip gloss has since gone bad and the brush is somewhere else. So the three colours I use a lot are these three light shimmery kind of pinky purple colours. Again, they're just really pretty, almost glitter shadows. I know Barry M have something very similar to these sort of shadows if you are looking for it in their loose pigment form. And then the last thing I had was something that I discovered last year, and this is the Freedom Pro Highlight in Ambient, and I basically use this as an all-over glow to warm up my face, and it just adds the most beautiful glow to the skin. I do use this probably all year round, but especially in the winter I really like a glow to my skin. One thing I mentioned is I haven't mentioned any like true highlighters in this video because I don't have a set highlight for winter. I kind of use a glowy highlight all year round, but I do have a highlighter haul coming up, so that'll probably show some of the new ones that I've got. But this is just amazing. I think this is probably my fourth one that I've gone through, and this is £3. They're basically meant to be dupes of the ambient lighting powders from Hourglass, and they're absolutely amazing. So those were all of my favourite winter makeup products. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe because I upload new videos every 2 days, and I'll see you next time.